Welcome back to my channel, Little Misguided. Reporting to you live from the Waynesville Ruby Doo Park. I'm here, and I don't have much time because I have a very low battery, and I have to be in somewhere in a little while. But this card keeps staring at me, negligent, and I have been avoiding and putting aside my duties. So, I'm going to try and get out a short little message. It'll be something's better than nothing. Oh no! You're sliding down a tree! Oh no, you're sliding down a tree. Okay. So please hold. Let me get my cards out for you. I'm going to use the deck that my sister got me for Mother's Day. Right? Let's start with that. Oh, low battery warning. I already know. Okay. Ooh. These bugs are biting me. What message do we have for the collective? Queen of Pentacles. So, some feminine who is gaining some kind of stability, some kind of groundedness, maybe where things seem to be kind of out of control and up in the air. She's finally becoming settled and getting like all of her ducks in a row, her eggs in the baskets, and things are starting to like normalize, balance out, and make sense. And like especially in regards to, like I was saying, her stability. So maybe her money has gotten better, her living situation has gotten better. We have the sun in the reverse, which makes me feel like as sometimes things can be up in the air for this person, for you, whoever this is for. Sometimes things can be up in the air where you're not so really sure that you are going to gain your stability. Like, am I ever going to be comfortable? And yeah, I'm feeling good right now, but is it gonna last? Oops. Well, that was a lot. We have the Moon card, the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Cups in the reverse, the Nine of Wands, the Star, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Page of Cups. You guys can't really see the pictures that good. That's disappointing. At the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Cups. Oh shoot, I dropped them and two came out. So we got the Nine of Cups and Judgment. So let me take a look at these. So with the Moon card here, this feminine figure may be in the dark about some things, or feel like she's in the dark about some things in regards to her Ten of Cups. And I feel like I'm feeling more like it's a feeling of, when am I going to get into a partnership where it's a family environment? Like, I feel like maybe that's kind of like where her unsteadiness is, because maybe she's had to be independent and do things on her own. But it's like whenever you don't have a partner and it's not two people pouring into something, it's hard. She may have lost some things. She's been not able to keep some things, had to start over. And it's like, that's why this Sun card is in reverse. Even though it's in the reverse, I mean, it's still a good thing. But it's kind of like sometimes she feels iffy based off of her experiences and on the way that things has been, because I feel like she's lost things many times. She's had to start over many times. She knows what it's like to have lack or to not have enough. And I feel like she does have children. I feel like she does things on her own. But it's like she's looking forward to a time, or basically it remains a mystery to her. Like, I feel like for herself In the future, she envisions her and her children being able to have a loving, caring family environment. Not to say that a single mom and her kids are not a family, but there's a certain feeling of completion that she is aching for, looking for, reaching for, wanting to manifest within her life. But with the moon card here, that's the where that though. And that's the fact that also this person, this feminine, may feel like she's been an illusion about some things, mixed up about some things in regards to some people, or maybe she feels like some things are being kept to her or unknown to her. Eight of Cups in the reverse makes me feel like she may be expecting somebody to come back. Maybe somebody who walked away to return. But the thing is, she's not really seeing any hardcore evidence of it. There's still light that needs to be shined in order for her to see that that's happening. She just anticipates or hopes that somebody is going to be returning. And with the Nine of Wands, though, the Nine of Wands, yeah. The Nine of Wands and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like, yeah, she is holding, I'm not saying holding out for somebody to return. I feel like she's anticipating. She feels like it's going to happen. She's expecting it. But she knows that whenever this thing comes in or this person comes in, she feels like she has to stand her ground and not accept anything less than balanced. Not accept anything less than fair. That is the equal give and take. She's not doing this shit anymore where she was putting in way much more effort or doing way much more work than the other person. And she's standing her ground on that because the fact that she did do those things in the past and basically self-sacrificed, you know, she put herself in shitty situations for the betterment or benefit of other people. Basically, that negligence card that I had also, she neglected herself for the love of somebody else. And all of those restarts and picking herself up by her bootstraps that she had to do by herself was because of that. Because she didn't stand her ground. And so now she's determined. Like, I had the shit kicked out of me in the past. If this thing comes in that I'm expecting to come in, I'm not taking it unless some shit has changed from the way that it was in the past. There has to be equal give and take. This person has to be trying, giving, whether that's energy, time, monetary, whatever was imbalanced in the past, she expects that to be righted. The Star here. Oh, is that jellyfish? Jellyfish reminds me of PB&J, which somebody said earlier. But it's like she feels like this person is the peanut butter to her jelly. They're two fucking different things here, but they complement each other beautifully. And it's like, when it comes to peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, that's one of those things where whenever you eat it, it's like every time, like you may not have it often, but every time you do have it, you're like, man, this peanut butter and jelly is good. And it flashes you back to like good time memories and stuff. And I feel like that's how she feels with this person. And, you know, even through all the imbalance and bullshit, that may be one reason that she feels like she also can't let go of this person, this connection, this anticipation that they're going to be returning, because they are peanut butter and jelly and they go so fucking good together. And whenever they're together and whenever you can experience, it's just like, that's nice. We got the Page of Cups. But, rewind. So with the Star, it's like, she feels like this person, like they are destined to be together. or they, even if they're not destined to be together, they're destined to be intertwined in each other's lives in some form or fashion. But she also knows that there has to be healing within their connection because of those things that were unfair and undone. That in order for them to proceed forward, there has to be a certain amount of healing that's done on both parts, because there's forgiveness that needs to be had towards the other person. There's forgiveness that needs to be had within themselves, or maybe it's already been done, but there's been healing that has needed to occur, and maybe it has occurred, and that's why we're here today. Maybe it's occurring right now. We got the Page of Cups. So somebody, whether it is this feminine or whether it is the masculine, is interested in like kind of like seeing where this goes. Like maybe we can get reacquainted and see where this goes. Judgment and the Nine of Cups, because reuniting would be their wish fulfillment. Having a reunion would be their wish fulfillment. And not only that, but they do kind of feel like there is some kind of calling or destiny on their life in regards to something that they're supposed to do together. The top of my deck, King of Cups in the reverse. So in the past, this masculine, or maybe even currently, this masculine is not as open. Like you may feel that there's feelings, but this masculine is not about openly and actively showing their emotions and their feelings. I feel like they hold back. And I feel like sometimes they don't know what to do with their emotions and feelings, even though they have them. Sometimes they just be, I don't even think it's emotions. I feel like it's more physical. But sometimes this masculine, not knowing how to internally process their emotions, they think that they're dealing with their emotions by, like, if they can't resolve the situation with this feminine, if they can't express their emotions to this feminine, they will reach out to other individuals, feminines. Like I said, like this feminine, the Queen of Pentacles, isn't going to accept anything less than equal give and take. And if this masculine is not healed enough, not prepared enough, or too lazy or whatever to do the work that he needs to do on his part, he will try and seek some kind of emotional validation or connection out with other people. I'm not saying that it's fulfilling. I'm just saying it's kind of like a numbing thing, like a little medicine. Like, I can't have what I want because I'm fucking lazy. So I'm just gonna, like, have this. Here, that'll make me feel better. But it doesn't. Alright. I keep looking at my index card, so I need to pick them up. At the top of the deck is remorse, sorry. I feel like somebody is sorry about their conduct and the way that they have acted in the past. I do feel like it's the masculine, and I do feel like they're sorry for some of these behaviors that they've done, for the unequal give and take, and for trying to substitute healing this connection with making other connections with other people. And for running away. I feel like this masculine, instead of facing the work that they needed to face, which was within themselves and externally to themselves in life and such, instead of doing what it was that they needed to do, they were in an immature mindset and they just ran. They're sorry for that. I heard the word bullshit. They know that it's bullshit. They feel like it's bullshit how they acted. We have anxiety, nervous, and scared. This could be one of two ways. It could be this masculine ran away because he was anxious and nervous and scared. Maybe he has some abandonment, rejection wounds or whatever. And some things he chose to not work on because he felt like if he were to put in the work and it wasn't enough, he didn't know how he would handle that. We have on television here too, which came up. I don't really know what that means right now. Give me a second. I'll see if I can pick up something. You know, I might just be bullshitting this answer, but I don't know what this is. But maybe somebody either had a TV appearance or was in a news broadcast, or they saw something that they watched on TV which caused them to fear the outcome. If it does not apply, please let it fly. We have isolated. Oops. Stop. Isolated. Distant relative. Actually, I think this was in reverse. So it could be a relative that lives close to them or a relative that's closely related to them, such as a first cousin or brother, whatever, sister. Anyhow, isolated, distant relative, cousin, career in the reverse, and retrieval. So maybe this masculine, whenever he done run off, he may have, I got 10%. He may have felt alone and not knowing what to do, ended up latching on to a connection with a family member because they just felt like they was alone and they needed somebody to bond and connect with. And we have career in reverse. Oops. Oh no, the wind's, oh my God, oh my water. Everything's going to shit. And I feel like that's how this masculine felt. I just got my index cards wet. F-U-C-K. I feel like that's how this masculine felt. Everything was going to shit. So it's like career in the reverse. Maybe him and this cousin had found some way to kind of like make some money, you know. Maybe it wasn't anything that was really legit. But with retrieval, it was like they were trying to obtain something that they felt had escaped them. Whether that was money or success or power or control. It was like that's what they were attempting to do in this isolation. You know, the separation probably from you. They latched on and made some poor choices. And that caused everything to go to shit. We have depressed, envy, and fun. So this person wasn't happy with their life and the way that things were going. They may have found themselves in a place of jealousy, being jealous of other people and what it was that they have and what they're able to obtain, and other people's relationships and other people's money. And, you know, when you're depressed and you're jealous and you're not happy with what you got going on and you feel like your life is going to shit, they're just like, fuck it. Everything's gonna be about fun now. I'm just gonna do what the fuck I want since it doesn't fucking matter. And so I feel like they continued to slide, just like the phone did down the side of the tree earlier. They just continued to slide down this path. We have cemetery, dad, party celebration, trafficking, MK Ultra in the reverse. So maybe this person has a father figure who has passed away. Maybe you have a father figure who has passed away. But it's like whenever this person passed away, it was like everything good in their life they felt had died along with their father. And I'm not sure why MK Ultra is coming up in the reverse, but with trafficking, it's like maybe this father figure was some kind of stable force for them or some kind of protection for them. And with them being gone, they may have found themselves in a position that they were being used and being manipulated. Maybe at a young age they were having sexual experiences, and maybe those sexual experiences were to the benefit of other people. And maybe with the MK Ultra being in reverse, it's not like they were actively brainwashed, but they grew up in a way thinking that this was okay. And for some of you, maybe this father figure isn't the person that passed away, but maybe this father figure may be responsible for that death inside of them, you know? Whew. We got North here. And the only thing popping into my head is North Node. Excuse me, I'm such not a lady. I'm just sitting here all... Oh my gosh. Oh well, that'll be cropped out. Maybe, if you're lucky. Huh. North, and then drugs. Ooh. So this person, what they need to be moving towards is their North Node instead of staying stuck in their South Node, which I feel like the South Node, you know, it's very, very primal. Basic needs, figuring out how to survive. Those are behaviors that you picked up, and these are behaviors that this masculine may have held on to. Like they may have found a way to get by involving drugs or trafficking or maybe even selling themselves. Sorry, that's heavy. I almost want to cry now. We have all this happiness around me, and that's really fucking sad. It's sad the feelings that this person had to feel, feeling like they was isolated and had no other options but to endure, maybe possibly, you know, reactivating within themselves or re-dramatizing abuse that had already occurred. There may have been some kind of abuse in their life, maybe even sexual abuse in their life, and you know, I'm not saying this person enjoyed that at all, but it's like once they became isolated and was facing hardships in order to get by, they may have stuck with what they knew in order to make it. They had to make the choice, or they felt like they did, to stay in South Node behaviors. And that might be where the drugs comes in, because this having to do that was fucking painful, and the drugs kind of numb them and helped them to not think about it, it helped them to not feel, it helped them to get through it. I had mask off in the reverse, so this person keeps a lot of that hidden. You know, on the outside they project something completely different than the broken, hurting human being that they are. So whenever you say, why, you know, this person's irresponsible, they're selfish, they only think about themselves, they could choose to leave drugs or whatever alone, you gotta understand that it's not as easy as just being said. Take the horn as confirmation that that's a true message. I'm really depressed now. I feel like this masculine has been in that energy. But I do feel like they're looking forward to a day when they can be healed. They just don't know how, but they're trying to work through it slowly the best that they know. Like, the reason that you do repeat South Node behaviors is because they're familiar and it's what you know. So in order to do something different, they have to know different. And I feel like they're learning that and gaining that through experience and through hard lessons. And they're figuring everything out the hard way, but I feel like they're learning. But that's why this Queen of Pentacles, like, she feels this massive connection with him. It's destiny. But that's why she feels like she's on guard about everything has to be fair and balanced, and I'm not tolerating any less. Because she has, you know, in the past, during their connection, she was basically a bystander or someone caught in the friendly fire of this person's traumas and of them playing themselves out of their like lack of healing. So she's like in anticipation that, you know, things could possibly still be the same way, but she has gone through her healing just like he's gone through his healing in the separation. And she's not going to tolerate that, and that's completely understandable. But this information is coming out so that you can understand where this masculine is coming from, and so that you don't think it was just neglect, so that you don't think it was just selfishness, that even though that there were other ways to handle this masculine situations, he did the best that he could with the knowledge that he had. And that's all I have for you right now. Success! I got a video. Woohoo! Ciao!